fish on. Yeah. Hello everybody, FisherMN here, and it's time for another Saturday summer tournament day. I told you last time it was frigid. Well, subtract about 15 degrees from that, it's about 35 below here in Minnesota on January 25th. So I'm doing this intro just to show you some cold weather, but you know what? We're gonna head back into the warm weather. This day, today, as I stand here, everything is a grind. It's freezing, and everything you do outside seems like it takes a little longer. Well, I matched it up with a good day of fishing because it was a grind on this summer day. I went to a lake where I've caught some big ones in the past, but it was one of those days where the weather just didn't seem right to be catching a lot of big fish. But I grinded it out. Took out the yellow, tried a few different kinds of lures, and I did get my 5 fish limit. What I would like from you is, as you watch the day, give me some pointers in the comments. What would have you done on this day to try to get your limit filled out, or maybe even catch that big kicker fish? It's freezing out here. Let's get to that fishing day. Morning everybody, Mike from FisherMN here. Super early this morning. Coming out to a lake not too far from where I live. So I thought I'd get here early, and it's about 45 minutes before sunup. Still can see some light in the sky. I think it's going to be a day where we see some high skies and a little bit of wind. So taking advantage of this calm time before all that starts. I'm going to start out with a frog, but I have a feeling as the day goes on, we're going to have to use some other techniques to catch some bass. This video is part of the Summer Saturday tournament, where I'm going to measure my longest 5 bass and put it up against a bunch of other days from the summer. I thought it'd be nice if we could all revisit the summertime in the middle of winter. So these videos are going to be coming to you in December and January, however many I can film. And we'll see which day has the longest 5 bass. Let's go fishing. Fish on. Well, it's a start. Got a little guy here. However, we'll make sure that he's not measurable. Well, lo and behold, 12 inches. First keeper. All right, if it becomes a slow day, we'll be appreciating that 12-incher to add to our limit. Hopefully by the end of the day, we'll have it culled. That's 2 bites right off of the lily pads with the frog. I'm hoping that we can get into position and get a couple on this side of the lake, because I think I can get numbers on the other side of the lake. I've just gotten bigger fish on this side. All right, fishing down this whole shore, picking up a 12-incher. I've been looking at this line. This is the line I've been looking forward to hitting, so let's see what we get. chasing it. Sun's coming up. We got a good stretch here. Some deeper water right off the lily pads. A little bit longer cast, still in search mode. There we go. Feels a little better. Well, battery was not on. Luckily, we just got a 15 and 3/4 inch bass. So I think the front camera got it. Hat cam, not on, but it's on now. There we go, 15 and 3/4, second bass. For some reason this year I changed the battery and then I don't turn on the camera. That's all right. Happy to get one in the boat. All right, I've been sitting here kind of working my frog, and I thought I'll try on a skitter walk. All right, third bait of the day. Square-billed crankbait. All right, bait number 4, chatterbait. See if we can chatter up a couple of bass. Just seeing if there's some fish kind of roaming out from the heavy vegetation. Got about 5.5 feet here. The air feels real light today, very comfortable for fishing, but hopefully the bass will eat sometime here. Had 2 in the boat, a 12-incher and a 15 and 3/4 incher. Gonna have to hopefully cull by the end of the day. Tried the early morning frog bite and it just wasn't going. I have not worked down to where I would consider an area that is kind of a numbers area where I can get my limit. Kind of trying a bigger fish area. Sometimes you just have to wait for that one big bite. All right, what do we always say when the fishing is slow? Get out the yellow. That's what I'm doing. Let's see if we can get something biting. Last time out on this lake, I caught a bunch of bass on the yellow too, so nice to just try to get something going. And nice that maybe a bigger fish or two will hit. Fish on. All right, good to feel something pulling on the line, and a decent sized bluegill. Actually, hybrid or pumpkin seed. Fish on. Hey, there we go, there's a bass. I do not think that he will measure. We'll put him on just in case. 10 and a half. Not quite. However, action. We're just gonna downsize. Hey, another species. Fishing is slow. Get out the yellow. Get some hope going. All right, back to frog. made a run to the more calm side of the lake. Let's get a couple more in the boat. All right, fishing is slow, so that brings out the yellow. Let's go. Let's get something biting. Fish on. There we go. Not gonna measure, but it's a bass. Well, if it was a numbers game, we'd be doing all right, but these are little guys. Let's see if our crank can get something going. Maybe the fish are right off of the lily pads here. There we go. Coming up. We got another one to measure. We're netting 12 inches, but that's all right. That guy's got to measure. Oh, come on, stretch, buddy. He is exactly touching 12 inches. All right. Third to the limit. We are grinding it out today. Looking for a 5-fish limit. Going super light with our tackle. The big stuff wasn't really working today. It's all right. Not every day can be a bonanza. Fish on. Well, we got 10.5. Another bass. 10.5. Too bad it's not the 10.5 tournament. Fish on. Another bass. Well, we found a way to catch bass today. I think it just shows that the big ones are somewhere else today, because I was doing the same thing earlier in the summer and there were some bigger ones mixed in. Still hopeful, but I think it's just one of those tough days. Fish on. There we go. Should be able to measure that one. See, on a tough day, we shall see. 12.25. All right, that's 4. One more for the limit. Can't cull until you get a limit. Oh, there's a fish on there. It's a bass. Oh, they say 10 inches. I'm not even gonna measure them. Lots of bass today. Not the right size one yet. Fish on. Another bass, say 10 inches. Man, if you would have told me I caught 100 inches of bass today, I'd be like, wow, that's pretty good. Problem is, in about 15 fish to get 100 inches. It's all right, we're grinding. There he is. Came back for it. All right. I was just gonna say that one would help. And he will, if we can get him in. Oh, missed him. All right. That was pretty cool. Kind of missed it, swam past it, and then came back and whacked it. All right, keeper number 5. A no doubter on this one. Nice fish. On a slow day, we could almost call this our kicker fish. That fish that you want towards the end to get your length up there a little bit. I was worried about losing him, but man, he was hooked well. All right. 14 3/4. There we go. Oh no. All right, we'll let this guy go and we'll net our hog trough. Grinding and grinding and grinding. Came back to an area where I had a fish on earlier that I lost. And now we have our limit. So we have 3 12 to 12 1/4 inches to cull. One last try for a kicker fish. Tough day, but a good day when you can get your limit. My graph, because there's a whole school of something down there. Another bass. Bass 3 ways today. Just gotta find the right school, I guess. Finished up with my day. What a grind it was. You know, I thought about, well, should this one be one of the episodes for the summer Saturday tournament? And you know what? Yeah. You know, some days are a grind. What's interesting about this day is I think I caught more bass than any other day this summer. They just happened to be in that 10-inch range. I downsized and it paid off. I mean, that's what got me my limit, was the fact that I was using that 2-inch power bait twister tail and scratched out a couple of bass. So we'll see where this day stacks up against the rest of them this summer. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you on the next one.